Now talk about the character data of XML documents. The text between the start and the end tag is defined as character data. That means whatever you write inside the text, starting and ending tag, we call this is character data. Character data may be any legal Unicode, can be any legal Unicode except less than or greater than or the or the symbol and. The character data is classified into two. One is PC data. What is meant by PC data? Parse character data. And another one is C data. What is meant by C data? Character data. So look at the examples of character data. Okay. So if you look at the character data and parse character data, so if you look at here, this is the starting tag, this is the ending tag. So inside this one, this is called the character data. It can be parse character and C data. So if you look at this example, this is basically we call the parse character data. That means it can be separate from the tag. You look at here, this is a starting tag and this is ending tag inside with the content. So it can be possible to separate the content from the tag. So this is PC data. Okay, now look at another examples here, author. And you put and this symbol and submit. You cannot use this and. This is we call the not well formatted the data, character data. So you cannot use this one, but we can use some other things we can see later on. Look at the example of XML document. So the first line you must have to declare. We call the XML declaration version. This is compulsory or mandatory. Then must have one root elements. This is the guest book ending and starting. We call the document element, or we can say this is root element. And rest of the things the sub element or child elements. These are the elements starting, ending tag. This is the character data. You see the character data. This is basically PC data, first character data. And this is we call the C data. That means C data cannot be parsed, cannot be separated from the tag. You see within the starting tag, this is called the C data. Then this one is comments, the starting comment tag. Then you can write the comments and then you can end the comments. So I think you understand the XML examples I describe here. Next we move example 2 of XML. Okay, look at this table here. Okay, sometimes we ask you from the tabular data, convert it to XML document. So if you look at here, this the left side is the ISBN, this is the content of the ISBN. Okay, title, what is the title of the book, author name, page number, pages, how many pages there, then the published data, when published, and price of the book. So if you want to convert this one, this tabular data to the XML document, or sometimes we ask you from XML document to convert to the tabular data format. So okay, look at from how you convert from tabular data format to the XML document. So first line, of course, you have to write down this one XML version 1.0. If you put this one, it's also correct. This part is not mandatory, this is optional. Then the first one is ISBN. This is we call the root element. ISBN. So this is ISBN. You can explain the ISBN with the values, the content here. Then the title, starting tag, ending tag of title, then author, start, end, the pages, how many pages of the books you can define with the page, starting, ending tag. The publish year you can use because this is the month, year, and date. So month, you can put the year, you can put the month, and you can put the date. And then the last one is the price. So you can put the price. What is the price? You can put the price as a unit, and you can put it in double quotation. And this is the price unit, and this is the content. How much is the price? Then price, this is the end tag. Then at the end of the root tag is the book. Okay. Next, C data. So the character data are defined as blocks of text that are not parsed by the parser, but are otherwise recognized as markup. Just now, I told you that C data cannot be parsed. That means cannot be separated from the text. Okay, so it is used when the data contains a lot of characters like and or less than, and that would be illegal in XML markup. Okay, look at the format of the C data. You can use the C data starting, and you have to write the C data, then the content. You see with the bracket, the content, some text is here, then you can finish the C data tag. The restriction of the C data sections are C data section cannot contain this symbol because this is the element of C data as well. You cannot use inside this symbol. C data sections nested is not allowed. You cannot put nested in the C data. C data section nested is not allowed. Okay. Next, look at this example here. So this section, root element section, is the end of root. Then you can define C data inside these elements. Okay, starting tag of the C data, then you put the content here. So whatever the content you put into the C data, it is considered as the valid elements. That means although the and or less than this is cannot be used directly inside the tag, but if you declare inside the C data, it can be used. So this is valid inside the C data. Okay, look at this example. The first line, of course, the declaration, you must have to declare. The next line is document type HTML public. Then you can see this is the quotation. W3C DTD X HTML 1.0 transitional English. Then again, double quotation finish, another link is there. So what is this basically? So this is actually, I told you there is the rules and regulations to write the XML or XHTML document. So they have to follow the rules from W3C. This organization is actually defined these rules. So this is defined, these rules is actually given here under the DTD. So you must have to follow the rules. So this is actually rules given. Similar with this one, HTML XMLNS, also they follow the rules for XML, HTML documents. So you can follow the rules. We have given the link there. They have given the rules, standard rules for everyone. Okay, now comes to the heading. Okay, HEAD, head, title, C data examples. This is the title of the C data. And then next, body of the document, HTML document, heading 2, using comments H2. So this is using comment H2. Then we use the comments. So this part is comments, so it will not read by the compiler. Then the division, we divided a division, we put under the division, we put H2 heading 2 using a C data section. So H2 using a C data section 2, H2 is finished. Then we define the C data. You look at here, C data, although used and less than, greater than, but if you define on the C data, it is valid document. Then it can give you the output like this. You see this is in the document and can use reserved character like less than, greater than, and. So if you want to use this document as a valid document, including the greater than and symbol, you can put under the C data. Then this is a valid document. It can run. It can run normally with the formatted with the what you call. It can be run with the valid as a valid document. Next, parse character data, PC data. I told you the PC data is consist of the tag and the elements. So it can be parsed. That means it can be separate from the tag and the elements. Okay, it is text that will be parsed by the parser. So now if you use the parser, who is the parser? Parser is the program that can actually differentiate the tag, ending tag, and starting tag, and the contents. So it can be separate the contents from the text. Okay. It includes XML declaration, opening tag, and the closing tag of an elements, empty elements tag, character or entity references. So the parse character data that includes XML declaration, that is opening tag, closing tag, elements, empty elements tag, and character or entity references. However, the PC data should not contain and, less than, or greater than all these characters. That means if you write the PC data, it cannot be include this and, less than, greater than all these characters. Okay, next. Okay, the processing instruction for the PC data, it is used to pass information to applications in a way that escapes most the XML rules. The format is starting tag instruction, then ending. Okay, target names as start with a letter or underscore followed by zero or more letters, digit, and periods, hyphens, or underscores. For example, this is the declaration of the XML. Okay, you can declare this way. So this start, this ending. So this is the processing instructions. This is the XML document. Next one also you can put the declaration as XML style sheet. Then href we call the hypertext reference. That means this is linked with a file we call the my.style.css. That means it is open the CSS file, the instruction is given there, the code is given there, and the type is text CSS. And also we can declare the XML style sheet type is XSL, text SL, and hypertext reference is there is a XSL file, show book XSL. So you can also define the declaration with using this symbol starting and ending. Entity references. So it is a way to shorten and modularize the XML documents. It is used to represent specific characters that are generally difficult to produce on a standard keyboard and that would be illegal type in markup. So if you want to write, I told you the character like less than, greater than, and quotation, then apostrophe, you cannot directly use this character. Instead of this one, you can use, we call entity references. That means you can use the entity references such as if you want to display or you want to display like less than or you want to represent the less than, then you can use and sign ampersand sign LT. What is stands for LT? Less than. If you want to use GT, that means this is represent the greater than symbol, greater than GT. Then you use the and AMP ampersand means this is and sign. And then if you want to use the quotation, then you have to use the entity reference like quote and quote. So it will give you the double quotations. If you use the apostrophe, then you can use the entity reference as and APOS. Then it will give you apostrophe S.